Hi, and welcome.
I'm Z.
And I'm Keith.
And we're going to tell you about the movie that we just watched. But first, a little bit of a heads up.
Some of the movies we watch deal with heavy subject matters.
In order to talk about these emotionally delicate things and the heavy subject matters that we sometimes cover, we had humor and crude language to add some levity and to process our own trauma.
If that doesn't feel fun or safe for you, we completely understand. Please take care of yourself first and foremost.
And we spoil the end of pretty much every movie that we watch.
Now you know. On with the show.
Cha-cha. Cha-cha? Cha-cha. Okay. I'm gonna read this little bit of trivia
Great.
from IMDb just for you because I know that this is something that will give Keith a bit of hope for the future.
Oh.
Producer-director James Wan announced in January of 2023 that he wanted to remake this. I love that. That's an announcement. It wasn't a plan to do it. It's just he announced that he wanted to remake it.
I read that and immediately got hot with rage.
I know. Yeah. I was like, ooh, Keith, Angie. Poopy Angie. I don't know why.
Why what? Poopy Angie?
Well, I know why Poopy Angie, but I don't know why I call you Poopy.
Oh, I see. Poopy, poopy,
Poopy, poopy, poopy, poopy, poopy, poopy.
That is a song he sings to me often.
Yeah. I'll just look at Keith sometimes and I say, poop. It's really problematic because I don't know why. I just look at you and I'm like, poop, 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 poop. Whatever.
Because all you see is turds.
Yeah. I got shit for turds. That's,
Yeah, girl.
Keith will say that. We'll be like, okay, shit for turds. And it's so stupid. Usually it's how you say it too, because you say it so animated. Animated. I don't know why I said it that way.
What happened to the family cat?
What happened to the family cat? What happened to the family cat?
Came back the very next day.
So
In a hat.
chopping mall. It sounds like I'm doing Sharita Chen from Donnie Darko. That's the name of the movie. I'm not being
It does sound like you're doing some kind of accent.
Yeah, it does sound like I'm making fun of
A chopping mall.
Exactly. I'm doing something very racist or very ableist. But that's just the name of the movie.
Los chopping.
Surprise cameo from pod favorite Garrett Graham.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know anybody that was in it, honestly. I didn't know who was in it, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
is what I mean.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody
So
was in it.
every person that was recognizable was a surprise to me. I was very excited about Paul Bartel and Mary Woronov, which is very hard for my mouth to say.
Which you
But I
recognize.
like both of them. Yeah.
But I didn't. And then
Dick Miller, who apparently, I didn't know this, his character's name was Walter Paisley, which is a character, the first time he played it was in 1959 in a Roger Corman film called Buckets of Blood, which I need to watch.
Yeah.
But it's a character he's played many times over.
Okay.
He's played a character called that.
Okay.
And it's always, usually, it's always intentional. Like he's in some Rob Zombie movie with that name. And
is he dead?
That's a good question. I was wondering that.
That's a good question.
Forgot to look it up. Probably, but if so, not that long ago. He's lived a long time.
For those who are fans of the same things we're fans of that listen to this podcast, Dick Miller is also plays a guy, one of the one of the characters from the very important Deep Space Nine 2-part episode about the Bell riots. So if you're like, who's that?
Yeah, he's like the main
Yeah.
cop guy.
Yeah.
He died in 2029 at age 90.
He died in 2029?
2019. That's what I said. I can see the future.
He died in 3 years.
And for another Trek tie-in, he is cast alongside Robert Picardo as a garbage man in The Burbs.
The Burbs. Why do I do that? Yeah.
He's just everywhere. You recognize him even if you don't know his name. You've undoubtedly seen him.
Hey, look. I'm like you, you know? I work here. See? Huh? See that? Oh, shit. I knew you bastards were gonna be trouble when I first brought you in here.
What did you say last night? It was...
I say lots of things.
Yeah, but you said blart. What was it?
What did I say?
Shit.
Fuck.
And I said, that's good. I was like, you have to remember that. And now I forgot what it is. Shit, what was it?
I don't know. Was it Robo-Blart or something?
Oh, yeah, maybe Robo-Blart. And
I thought it was
like,
better than that, but...
Yeah. Because it's the whole premise is that it's this, like these mechanical robots, unlike flesh robots, these robots who are like
Different movie.
who are like security guards for the mall malfunction and just start killing everybody.
Man, you need to... Here's my advice.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
you need to plan for the eventuality the lightning will happen.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
fair.
you need to Faraday some shit.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're working on. I don't care if you're a runaway murderer or...
Runaway murderer. What are we referencing there? Is that something I've seen? Probably not.
I was thinking of Child's Play, but
Yeah.
he does a voodoo
Yeah.
chant in that case, so it doesn't really... I guess that's a bad example, but lightning's going to cause some shit to go wrong. So...
Lightning striking again.
Oh, good one.
Again and again.
I'm most familiar with the Klaus Nomi version of that, so
Oh.
it's in the very highest of registers.
Remember how for a very long
Yes.
time, including up until the previous
Until we
year-
watched a film starring...
No, it wasn't until we watched the film. It was after
Until we
that.
were recording the episode?
No, we were. I was like,
Oh.
you were talking about it, and I was like, Klaus Nomi and Klaus Kinski aren't the same people, and you're like, no, and I was like, that I'm just realizing.
You can tell because they have different names.
Yes, but it's not. It's the Klaus that I was like. I realized that I was just. If you're talking about one, I just always assume it's the clown
The clown.
or whatever he's supposed
Which
to.
one is that?
Not Pennywise. What's it called? Harlequin, like the Harlequin. That's always what I think of. I don't know which one is the one that does the singing.
Nomi.
Nomi. Klaus Nomi.
All right.
I think of him as like a Harlequin.
Okay, that's fine. Given Klaus Kinski's reputation,
See, but Klaus Kinski, the only thing I know him from is that movie we watched. That's the only thing I know him from.
that's fine. I've seen him in like 2 movies now, but I've always known his reputation as being absolutely...
See, but when you were talking about a Klaus that's absolutely bonkers, I assumed it was the clown guy because that
I
makes
see.
more sense.
No, he just died of AIDS.
Yeah, because he was so crazy.
Yeah. Well, and homosexual.
That's normal. That's normal. That's a very normal part of things and stuff. I hate when you smile like that at me. I hate it so much.
I can't do nothing right.
It's true. When you're it feels like when you do the thing when you're like, I feel awkward, so I'm gonna do something to make others feel awkward. It makes me feel awkward, and I don't enjoy
revenge.
it. It's called revenge.
It's called penalty.
It's called.
Place your bets at the beginning of every episode. Within 1 minute of us beginning speaking, you will hear Z say either "what a movie" or "yeah, so."
Both of which are Bob Burger quotes.
Yeah.
So you're welcome.
And you're welcome.
You're welcome. Which is also a Bob Burger quote.
That's also about.
Is it? Oh. It is. It's
just all the ticks we do.
It's why can't I think of his name? Mickey.
Yeah. Beep, bop, 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 bop. What does Mickey want?
Yeah. Hey, Nicky.
How old are we? Don't worry about it.
Fucking.
You know where all your eggs are.
What did you say?
Do you know where all your eggs are? There's a specific thing that John Roberts does that is always hilarious to me. Where Linda, it doesn't happen that often, but it goes extra nasally, and it's super funny to me. It's like,
yeah.
Do you remember where all your eggs are? Or like, have you kids seen your mother?
Have you kids seen your father?
There's another one.
Your father.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever.
It gets quiet. It gets quieter,
but it's also way up in the. Anyway, whatever. Guys, we watch a lot of Bobs. Or not a lot.
We sleep through a lot of Bobs, and that's what helps us sleep.
It's just always on.
Okay. So.
Not a lot to this movie, honestly.
There was more boob than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising.
Yeah, not complaining.
Final girl, though, keeps her modesty.
She's a good she's a good girl.
She's a good slut. They don't have sex during the...
She doesn't have sex with her date or her husband.
Beg your pardon?
Because the two are married.
Yeah.
And they have sex and they still die. Even though they waited for marriage.
Right. Well, we don't know that they waited for
Girl.
What?
I'm just oh my God.
Oh, so I wanted I stand corrected because the guy says he's watched Dirty Harry 24 times or whatever, and I'm like, oh, even though you're not using a 357, which I thought is why the first Dirty Harry movie is called Magnum Force, but I was wrong. Apparently, he was using the kind of gun that Dirty Harry uses.
See, that's not what you said, though.
When?
In that you said, what you said was, he said, I've watched it 24 times, and you said not 347, which is the kind of Magnum. But right now, you said something completely different than that.
Oh, yeah. Well, the joke was rooted in the same... So, my joke was 357.
357.
Because it's 357 Magnum.
Yeah.
Okay. In the film, the person who says he's seen Ferdy, who has this nickname, first of all. Mm-hmm. What's that toe doing?
Nothing.
He says he's seen Dirty Harry 24 times. He has armed himself with the pistol made famous by that film, a Smith & Wesson Model 2944 Magnum, albeit with a shorter barrel than Harry Callahan used.
So you should have seen it 44 times. Or 29.
Sure. The point I'm making is I was referencing the wrong gun.
Yeah. I know.
Okay.
No, I get it. But I'm saying if your joke was to be correct, then it would be.
Yeah. Ope. I noticed and pointed out that the gun shop whatever it is, sporting goods shop they bust into to arm themselves is called Peck and Paw's. Sam Peckinpah is the director.
Mm-hmm. Also, they go to Roger's shop of little pets.
Little shop of pets.
And it's a reference to Roger Corman's Little Shop of Horrors. Lots of little things in this movie. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward movie. I thought it was going to be, because it's called Chopping Mall, so I thought there was going to be more chopping in it. I thought it was going to, but there's no chopping at all. Also, one of the trivia was like the robot arms were used by making kids grabber toy, like were made by using kids grabber toys. I don't know what I said, but I feel like I didn't say that. And I was like, no shit. That's exactly what there's no, that's not trivia.
I know.
You spray painted kids grab arms black.
Oh, you mean it wasn't a real robot arm? From a real
100%
Protector 2000 security bot?
It doesn't even look like it doesn't even look like painted metal. It looks
much
like
less
plastic.
like it could
cut you. Much less like it could punch through your throat or slit your neck or whatever.
Yeah, whatever supposedly happens.
Yeah.
I like the electric. They don't call them tasers or stun guns even, but it's the electrodes they fire out.
Yeah.
It kills Dick Miller and blows off the one door.
Oh my God. Yeah. They're really talented.
Apparently, this wasn't in the demo reel, but apparently they're stocked with explosive gel or foam.
Yeah. Yeah. It just looks like yogurt.
I was surprised. There's lots of, well, not lots of. The trivia references other movies set in malls. None of them mentioned Dawn of the Dead, which I felt like I was reminded of constantly. I mean, Dawn of the Dead, I would say, is cinematically a better film. You know, or more, there's more going on. Let's say, but apparently the same shopping mall in which some scenes from Commando are shot.
Okay. The movie originally came out earlier under the name Killbots.
Right.
And did very poorly. So they
People didn't know what it was about.
Yeah.
Also, one of the reasons is it came out the same year as the Transformers movie.
Yeah.
And so...
But it also came out the same year as like Short Circuit and like a bunch of other robot movies and shit.
But I think part of the confusion was, is this a kid's movie?
Yeah.
Because Transformers and Short Circuit is kind of, it's a goofy comedy. So that's... And once they renamed it, I guess it did a lot better.
Yeah. They recut it.
Yeah.
Which, why?
I don't know.
That's confusing,
right.
But...
Apparently, there were lots of, or at least multiple, like before it came out, like this baseball player is going to be in it. This basketball player is going to be it. Linda Blair's going to be it.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what? Also, the way it's said in the trivia is like an article came out that said that someone was going to be in a movie, and I'm like, is that this movie? Because that could be a very...
Yeah. I didn't realize this was a Corman jam. So
who's Corman?
Roger Corman. He's just been a producer since the 50s.
Well, yeah, Little Shop of Horrors. But I mean, like, what... he produced Little Shop of Horrors? Or like the Broadway
He might have directed it.
Okay.
No, I think... Well, okay. I'll have to look it up. I'm unclear about Little Shop of Horrors.
That's fine. But that was the reference to...
Right.
But you said this is a Roger Corman jam. In what sense, I guess?
He had a production company. And so,
okay. What else has he done?
Man, you got to ask one question at a time.
See, this is why
it's a big answer because he's had a career starting in the 50s. So, like, fuck.
Yeah, but you said it as if this should be notable, and I need to know if it's notable.
He's come up a lot of times on this podcast because of his influence.
Okay. My point was I didn't know if he was supposed to be notable to me or just to people who know things about.
No, I never
cinema.
expect you to know like
I
a
know,
name
that's
when I
what
say
I'm
it.
saying. I'm saying I didn't know if you were. I'm saying that's why I said notable for what. If you were like, I don't know if you would know him, I'd be like, oh, okay. You're just saying he's notable for listeners, not to me.
He's come up before, so I would like it if you remembered who he is.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not surprised you don't know this white man name because he's like in the period of film we focus on. He's mostly been a producer.
Gotcha. Okay.
But he directed and made a lot of films in the 50s and 60s that were very low budget.
Gotcha.
And he's a big champion of low budget movies.
That's cool.
Most of the ones I've watched of his, like he did a whole cycle of Edgar Allan Poe based movies starring Vincent Price in the 60s.
Cool.
So like when I was on that, it was after we watched, or around the same time we watched Flanagan's House of Usher.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. And you were trying to.
I went and watched all those.
Okay, cool.
But then, yeah, in this era, in the 70s and then starting in the 70s and into the 80s, he produced a lot of... Gotcha. He had a production company, and so he, like, people would go to him if they had, like, some exploitation, low-budget, sci-fi, horror, whatever. So he produced a lot of that shit. And his wife, too, apparently, was a producer in her own right. Okay. Which I didn't know until reading this trivia. Cool. So I didn't know he was part of it. And, like, apparently the filmmakers... the writer and the director of this film, you know, when he came on board, they were like very excited, and like for the first couple of days of production, they were very nervous about, you know, his approval. But after a couple of days, he was like, "You're doing great," and then just let him go. You know,
yeah.
And the director said he'd like. They went to lunch. They had a lunch before production started. He was like, "Here's what you need to know."
Oh yeah,
he's got a legal pad or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, "I learned more from that than I did from film school."
That's what that meant. Okay.
Well, that's how I interpreted it.
That makes more sense because it said he bought a yellow pad.
I know. I don't know why they said that.
And then he was like, "I still have it." And I was like, "You mean he bought it or he brought it?" And if he was writing stuff down and telling him, and he still kept, that makes sense. If that he like went.
Yeah, I assumed it was like Corman got a notepad and then wrote all this stuff down to give to him.
That makes so much. Also, yellow pad. I thought I was so confused.
I imagined a legal
pad.
But
no, that makes sense. You interpreted it in a way that made more sense to my brain.
Great. What's that face? Are you about to fart or sneeze or cough or shit or dookie or
shit or dookie?
Have a birth?
You know I can't. You know I can't close my eyes.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I'll be honest. It was. I mean, it's fun, but.
Yeah.
The end result for me was kind of like, all right. You know.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I wasn't in the best mood. It's not the movie's fault. It was unrelated. But,
yeah.
So I think, given different emotional circumstances, I probably would have had more fun.
I think because we've had the crazy month that we've had, like movie wise,
that
like
too.
It started strong with the one girl's head getting fucking blown off, and I was like, oh my God. And then it doesn't really do much after that. Like that's the one, like it amps up.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest.
And so that felt like, oh, okay. And it
also, the ending is very anticlimactic.
It's anticlimactic, but it's also like, okay, that's it. And it's like it was.
I was also like, wait, did they really destroy all the robots?
Something that
then I didn't care.
Something that I didn't expect, and also that I thought was like odd but interesting because movies like this don't ever talk about stuff like that. But I didn't understand why they thought. Well, anyway, when they're in the pizza shop after they've had their like first run with the robot and they've like got the robots, they've gotten away and they're hiding at the moment. And they're essentially safe, but they don't know for how long.
Right.
The married couple, the wife, she's calculating, and she's like, "Here's how much money we're gonna owe the mall.
Yeah.
From everything we've done so far." And I'm like, "Why do you think you wouldn't be the one paid for the mall trapping you and trying to murder you?"
Yeah,
like,
it seems like you. You have a pretty
Someone
solid.
Has already died. I don't think you're going to owe them any money. Like, two people are dead. 3 people, but 2 people that they know are completely dead. 5 people are dead at this point.
According to my calculations, provided we survive the night, of course, we're going to be in hock to this place for the next 85 years.
How many tune-ups is that?
Just a sec. 2,900,431.
Maybe we should raise our rates.
I imagine that was more a projection of the fears of the filmmakers, especially because apparently the owner of the mall was apparently breathing down their neck.
No, not the owner, the security guard. The owner was chill. The owner was like, "I love what you're doing. This is all great." But the security guard kept like giving them shit and was like he was like lying and saying that they were destroying property and shit because they were allowed to film in the mall only at night when no one was there with the condition that they didn't
they left it how they found it.
Yeah, basically, like, when they left in the morning at, like, 9 a.m., like, everything had to be exactly as it was at 9 a.m. every morning. Yeah. And I think that's a really fucking rad thing. Yeah. But, like, the security guard that was there kept saying that, like, they were fucking shit up and they were ruining things and they were destroying property and stuff. And, like, it was giving them like a really hard time, but eventually, like the owner was eventually like, just fuck off and let them do this. This is really cool.
Yeah.
So, cha-cha. Yeah, but like overall, it wasn't as like I think it technically falls under. Well, I don't know. It's probably the most different one from the rest of the things we watched because there's no like monsterization of anything. Like no one's getting acided to death or like turned into a monster, like fed drugs through a brain parasite. But I think it does fall
alien
under
invaders.
Yeah, but I think it does fall under the like guise of like it's almost a creature feature, because like the killbot.
Sure.
So I was like, okay, because I was a little worried because I was like, I don't know, is this gonna be? But it's fine.
Well, and it's got. I mean, it's definitely less gory than.
Yeah.
But a head explode is pretty good.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah, and it was, but I think it was like the tamest out of everything. Like it didn't
in a way,
really,
yeah, for sure.
Like a lot of the things, like maybe not bad taste, but that one was just like a crazy film. But like Street Trash and Brain Damage, like those were both like very seemingly intentionally like Street Trash and Brain Damage are kind of very sort of social looks at like how people view, homeless people and how little people care when things happen to them, unless it directly affects them kind of shit. Brain Damage is like, oh, what if we looked at why someone might get addicted to drugs as opposed to just saying drugs are bad, what could be the reason why someone is staying in this cycle, like there's lots of, who is it really damaging? How is it, lots of things like that. And even like bad taste is like, this is, look at everything you can do with like a micro budget, you know.
Well, there's also some like anti-corporate commentary because
For sure, yes. But I think I'm saying even looking at it as like a micro budget kind of film,
Yeah,
like
right.
that's still. I mean, like it's insane that the entire film was dubbed because none of the sound is usable. Like this is what you can do. Because to me, I think when people are making micro budgets, and it's also like yes, there is this sort of like, you know, look of like not being, you know, just a drone, not being like everybody, doing things differently, like, you know, because all of the aliens are like all, you know, they're all drinking puke and like, you know, like
wearing that denim shirt.
yeah, like in a, you know, there's a commentary on like, you know, being individual is not bad, you know, or like, you know, trying actively to be like part of the group could, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying shit. But like this one is sort of like, what if robots could kill? You're like,
Yeah.
Okay. There's not really any sort of like, because at first when
Well, it being set in a mall, you're primed for
exactly consumerism and all this shit, and
especially with the
control booth. I thought the control booth was going to have much more to do with
right.
nothing. That's just they got out, and
Especially because
then
it's actually a plot point for a while.
Yes.
Like they're trying to get there.
Yes.
Hello? What do you mean, who is this? You called me. No, Marty's not here right... Jerk.
No, but I was gonna say this: the way it opens, which I think is a great framing, the sales pitch.
Yes. Also, I love the sales pitch is too late.
Yeah, here's the robot. You have these robots now.
Here's what these robots that you already have can do.
Guess,
what?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, well, what? How come? Why are you asking questions now? Too late.
I guess we could assume that maybe this mall is hosting this demo because they use them. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
But I had the same thought. Like, what?
Yeah.
1 week from tonight, at closing, the protectors will begin their patrol of the mall.
Paul, they look like the Three Stooges.
Each assigned to one of the 3 upper shopping levels.
I don't know, Mary. The one in the middle has an unpleasantly ethnic quality.
Oh, so they're online now.
Right. Yeah.
Also, is this the first night they're active?
I believe so because the custodian, Dick Miller, he's like, who the fuck are you? Because they're like, show me your badge.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Would you recommend?
Sure.
Yeah, for sure. I would. I think it's fun. I would say I wouldn't if you're. It's probably the least like the rest of them. You know, I'm not like disappointed. I'm not disappointed.
No.
It's just like the others were like so crazy insane that it's hard to compare.
This is like a easy sell by comparison, right?
For sure. Yes. Like if you're looking for something that's like I'm a little confused. Why I was like, if you like Brain Damage, if you like Street Trash, if you like Bad Taste, try this out. It's probably the least.
I guess low budget ish.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Kind of guerrilla in that way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fair. They're running around in a mall.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's probably the least like the rest of them. So like I wouldn't necessarily, if you're like, what's something I can watch that's like Street Trash, I probably wouldn't recommend Shopping Mall or Bad
It's not a
Taste
gross out movie like these other ones.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Brain Damage, I wouldn't really call it a gross out movie, but
no, but it definitely is a hard watch at times.
Yeah, you do need a
yeah.
Whereas Bad Taste and Street Trash definitely have.
Yeah.
Bad Taste has some moments, and Street Trash definitely does things
Yes.
intentionally provocative, just to be gross.
Yep. What was your favorite and least favorite? Do you think you could even pick?
Man, yeah. Despite the commonalities, they're all so
bizarrely different.
Street Trash was definitely the most impactful for me. I mean, it helps that we started there.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would, it's not one that I would It'd be the first thing I recommend to
Oh,
people.
for sure, yeah.
Definitely the most impactful.
Yeah. Yeah,
maybe then it would be Bad Taste.
Yeah.
That's just a lot of fun, and given that it's pure, I mean, really independent as far as,
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I think, given that he could have said more with it, but
Yeah.
whatever. That's not the point. That's not a fair criteria,
Yeah.
criterion to judge a movie after it's been made. But it's an interesting study for that reason, like basically what you were saying.
For sure.
And, inspirational. Similar to the way it feels like a similar coin, or, like a different side of the same coin as when we were talking about Dark Crystal.
Yeah.
Where, like, this is so elaborate and, like, look at what human imagination can create and the technicality of it. And
Yeah.
it's a similar thing. Like, look what we can do with almost, next to nothing.
Exactly.
Living at home and a few $1,000s from the New Zealand government.
Yeah.
And your friends,
Yeah.
Yeah, Chopping Mall feels like I know it's skewed obviously by this month, but like it feels like a good entry level into
For
something.
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
Like if you're interested in, I don't know, low budget, schlocky exploitation.
Yeah.
Stuff, especially
you want to
from
see some
the
80s boobs.
Yeah.
If you want to see people talking about smoking and
talking about smoking.
Well, because
because he goes down for the cigarettes.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I want my cigarettes, and he's like, oh, I have some Camels or something, and she's like, I only smoke Virginia Lights, and then he's like $1.25.
Yeah,
and then
from a vending machine.
From a vending machine in the mall. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. That shit was real.
I know. Yeah, that's oh my god.
I don't think I've ever been in the Sherman Oaks Mall. It was originally going to be shot in the Beverly Center, which is in Beverly Hills, which I have been in, but they wanted too much money. So
yeah.
I saw a movie at the Beverly Center. I don't remember what movie it was, but it would have been late 90s, early aughts. I don't remember. But
yeah.
The first wife and I saw a movie there, and it was like very expensive for the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got in there. The theater was so small. I'm like, this screen is like a large, big screen television.
Oh, God.
I felt so ripped off, and I don't even remember what the film was.
Oh my God, that's so stupid.
That was my impression of the Beverly Center. Maybe I don't even know if I've been to Sherman Oaks.
Okay.
If I'm honest.
Okay, we're getting into the weeds here.
We're getting into the Oaks.
Yeah, I don't know. I think.
No disrespect to Brain Damage, by the way, which.
No. Yeah.
By elimination was low on my list.
Yeah.
Weird as fuck. Definitely, I recommend Bizarro.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm just a big Henenlotter head. That director.
Who's?
Brain Damage, Henenlotter.
Okay.
I wasn't sure what you needed.
Well, because you said apparently I'm a Henenlotter head, but you said that was your least scored one. So.
Right.
Okay.
But that's why I brought it up, is because I didn't want it to go.
Gotcha.
I didn't want it to seem like I didn't like it or.
Gotcha. For sure.
That one for me was just like the pacing is so confusing.
Yeah, I think Brain Damage was the I don't want to say the highlight for me, but I think that was the one that was
It's almost the darkest in a way.
It's the darkest, and it's also the one that I feel like has the most social commentary.
Right.
Like, I mean, obviously all the shit that I said about it, in the episode. Like, there's just a lot of stuff like, questions about consent and poverty and who like, drug abuse and who is the most hurt population from it. What does your drug use, does it ripple out and hurt other people? Like there's a lot of stuff in that. And it's done in such like a comical way without taking away the severity of what's going on.
Yeah.
And that makes it darker for me. Like it's so, so that one I think probably is like the standout for me. That was the one that I was least expecting. I probably knew the least about that one. And I think that was the one that was like the most like impactful for me, just overall. I think Brain Damage and Street Trash are like really tied. I don't want to say tied for second, but it was just like it was just I never would have watched any of these movies. Yeah. Not never, but I mean I wouldn't have had this experience if Randall hadn't been like I'd love to do Bad Taste.
Right.
I keep doing that. Because it's bees. I'm what? Yeah. So I never like to look into things about a movie like
prior.
Yeah. Like I'll like look at like the synopsis. Like I'm not going to be like, okay, let's just watch this movie. And then it's like, oh, this is about a rape gang. I'd be like, like I do read a little bit, but like, I don't like to watch trailers. I don't like to watch. Sometimes Keith will send me a trailer and I'll be like, I don't know what this is, but we got to watch it, but like,
yes.
But anyway, I think Brain Damage was the one that shocked me the most in regards to what it was saying and the themes it had. I think it was like, so it was like the most unexpected. Like I thought it was going to be like, and fucking, Almer, it was just, that character is like insane. Like the concept of it, truly, I'm like, yes, this person, like, this person is talking about their own drug addiction.
Right.
So like this absurdity is like, this feels so much more honest than when people try to like portray it as like this
vampirism.
Like, or no. I just mean like when they're like, this is how bad drug addiction can get. You end up in a back alley sucking someone's dick to get a hit. And I'm like, okay, the same could be said about paying your rent or your fucking car insurance or your please stop doing that thing. But like, it's like, what if your drug addiction was this little guy with a crooner voice taunting you like that? You're like, oh my God, like this feels like you wouldn't want to talk to anybody about it. You wouldn't want to say anything about it. You'd feel so embarrassed. You'd feel so like, and you're like, Jesus Christ, this is so effective because you're like, yeah, who would it, who would believe you that you were like, couldn't fight against this little guy, they'd be like, dumbass, try harder, and it just did so much. And like, whatever. Anyway, but like Bad Taste and Street Trash, like I didn't know anything about those either, not as much, but they're so provocative in different ways, but they're so provocative in how like gory and there's just something like Bad Taste was like completely unexpected.
Yeah.
Very wild, very interesting, very impressive. I know I say this in the episode, but like Peter Jackson being able to film himself, like have himself as like fighting himself, and you don't in a low budget. I've never seen that done successfully in anything low budget. So like shit like that was like very, very impressive to me. And there was just like, there's always like low budget movies, up until more recently, always feel so exciting and inspiring to me. Like what can you do if you want to? Like that's so exciting to me. And
I don't, if you've ever I don't know, my experience, if you've ever taken any kind of class or workshop or read any artist whatever, anything that is about doing art, creating
Yeah.
things. Limitations or constraints are always helpful.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, not always helpful. Sorry. Usually a good tool.
Yeah.
You
have the ability to be impactful on what you're making.
Yeah, if you're stuck, give yourself a constraint.
Yeah. For sure.
And so, I mean, that's why these things are so impressive and enjoyable and
yes.
brings out all necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah, I think Chopping Mall was probably the least interesting to me for the reasons I said. But not a bad experience.
No.
Like none of these films were bad. Like it doesn't always happen that you have a month where you're not like.
I'll be honest that I feel like the center cast members are not inspiring.
Of Chopping Mall?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Despite Barbara Crampton.
Barbara Crampton
didn't.
Yeah, Barbara Crampton didn't get enough time.
Right. She just get the head explode,
hated her
though.
character.
Yeah.
It was
she just screams.
She screams, but she's also like, I hate when they do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of this in terms of like, if a scary situation happens, a girl is going to get herself killed by being scared. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, I hate that shit so much.
Yeah.
So, like, that was hard for me. But, like, it is cool. It's almost cool that the final girl is just a girl. But then they're
her dad was a Marine.
Her dad was a Marine? Does she say that?
Yeah. After he says, hey, man, nice shot.
Oh, okay.
When she shoots the propane on the elevator. She's the only one that actually hit it, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, right. Because she takes the gun away. Gotcha. Take my gun away.
Smith & Wesson
347.
29...
44.
44 Magnum. 444 Magnum.
444. Always appreciate having Randall on.
Oh, yeah.
This was one of the first times he was allowed to pick a movie that wasn't...
Well, it's the second time.
I said one of the first times.
Yeah, and I said one of the second. It's the second.
What was the first one that he picked?
Killer Clowns.
What?
Killer Clowns?
Killer Clowns, that's right. I thought the last one we watched was Mac and Me. I'm so sorry.
I still feel a little...
I know.
Like we owe him.
I know. Because he hated that movie so much. I was like, this is this is the thing. Like that Mac and Me was one of the worst films ever. And it was such a great experience watching it because it was such garbage. When they blow the bubble at the end, and they're like, until next time or something, or like, we'll be back or something.
I forgot about that. Getting onto the freeway.
Woo, they get naturalized or whatever.
God, that's right.
So fucking...
I just think about how everything's on fire at the end, and
I love knowing that that's like the alternate ending is that like he gets like shot or something by a cop.
Right. They actually shot it too. I've seen clips of it.
Yes, I know. Oh my god, all of that shit was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but still, sorry, Randall, that you had to go.
Yeah,
through
it seemed like.
Yeah. That was probably my favorite. What was the other one that we watched? The Fourth Power or something? Seventh? No, the First Power. That one, I enjoyed that one.
But we also watched the Seventh Seal.
Yeah, but that wasn't with Randall.
No, but that was the same month, wasn't it?
Oh.
What a movie that was, huh?
What a movie.
Jürgen Prochnow and Demi Moore?
Jürgen Prochnow and what?
Demi Moore?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who's been replaced recently, by the way?
No, she hasn't. She looks so good.
Lightning strikes again.
Are you about to fart or sneeze or cough or shit or dookie or